in Pahalgam, there was a terror attack. Entire nation was shook by this terror attack. Considering this fact, the Cabinet Committee on Security has immediately taken up certain steps. Pahalgam attack is an attack on innocent people who went to Kashmir for tourist purpose. My dear friends, what we can understand from the reports is that when the terrorists attacked civilians, indeed they identified their religion. This incident against India is just not against India. It is against the global harmony. Those behind this heinous act will be brought to justice. They will not be spared. Generally, the Cabinet Committee on Security is convened on a very, very important occasion on an exceptional basis. My dear friends, Cabinet Committee on Security is the highest decision-making body on security. Any Pakistani national currently in India under SVS visa has 48 hours to leave India. Definitely, Honorable Prime Minister will have a counter-attack. Terrorists should not be spared who killed innocent 26 people who went for the valley region, that is Kashmir. My dear friends, in Pahalgam, there was a terror attack. Entire nation was shook by this terror attack. From yesterday, we are all in deep grief and sadness. My dear friends, the terrorist will not be spared by Government of India. For sure, the Government of India will retaliate against the terrorist, and Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already convened meeting. In fact, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, cutting short his visit from Saudi Arabia, has reached India today morning. As soon as he reached India, he convened meeting and scheduled meeting with Cabinet Committee on Security. The meeting happened for more than 2 hours and they have decided on important steps to be taken. My dear friends, Pahalgam attack is an attack on innocent people who went to Kashmir for tourist purpose. In fact, Pahalgam is a place where there is no access to motor vehicles as well. And my dear friends, when people went there, they were spending time in leisure. Suddenly, this terror attack has happened on them. Considering this fact, the Cabinet Committee on Security has immediately taken up certain steps. In fact, the Resistance Front, TRF, an offshoot of Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist group, co-founded by Hafiz Syed, has claimed responsibility on Tuesday tragedy. My dear friends, what we can understand from the reports is that when the terrorists attacked civilians, indeed they identified their religion and found them they are Hindus and they have shot them. And this is a tragic story. In fact, when India is preaching about harmony of religion, India is speaking about secularism, when India is speaking about secular ethics, this incident against India is just not against India. It is against the global harmony. Indeed, that is the reason all the leaders around the world have shown solidarity in support of India and they are against the terrorist attack. My dear friends, this trend of identifying a religion and shooting them, attacking people should end and definitely Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi will give and retaliate for the terrorist attack. My dear friends, on Tuesday, immediately when this attack happened, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi strongly condemned the terror attack in Pahalgam and extended his condolences to the family of the dead. In fact, I quote the exact words of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. He said, I pray that the injured recover at the earliest. All possible assistance is being provided to those affected. Those behind this heinous act will be brought to justice. They will not be spared. Their evil agenda will never succeed. Our resolve to fight terrorism is unshakable and it will get even stronger, said the Prime Minister in his X page. My dear friends, in fact, the attack was claimed to be attacked by Resistance Front, an offshoot of Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist group co-founded by Hafiz Syed, has claimed responsibility of the Tuesday tragedy. Beyond all these things, when India is in deep grief and sad and we are not able to sleep because of this attack that has happened on our brothers at Kashmir, Cabinet Committee on Security was convened. We all must understand what is Cabinet Committee on Security. Generally, the Cabinet Committee on Security is convened on a very, very important occasion on an exceptional basis. As part of the Cabinet Committee on Security, in fact, Honorable Prime Minister, when he landed in India, cutting short his trip, immediately had a meeting with the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and also External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in the morning. And immediately after that, they also convened the Cabinet Committee on Security and they had a meeting for 2 hours. My dear friends, in this meeting, Cabinet Committee of Security has taken a key decisions in this meeting. And before we understand what are the decisions that they have taken, my dear friends, Cabinet Committee on Security is the highest decision-making body on security, which is under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. My dear friends, the history of the Cabinet Committee can be traced back to 1947, just for the understanding. It was brought in as a concept, as a committee by Jawaharlal Nehru, then Prime Minister of India, and along with Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Defence Minister Baldev Singh as its member. It was after 1999 Kargil War that the committee evolved to adopt present formal structure of the Cabinet Committee on Security and became a high-powered committee for defence and national security. My dear friends, over the time, Cabinet Committee on Security has evolved into an apex decision-making body concerning internal and external security matters of the Government of India. With the Prime Minister as its chairperson, the committee typically comprises the Home Minister, Defence Minister, Finance Minister, External Affairs Minister as member. Indeed, National Security Advisor acts as a secretary-level coordinator on matters with its purview. My dear friends, while the Defence Minister is a permanent invitee to the panel, other members may be included as per requirements. But in fact, the Cabinet Secretariat is responsible for maintaining record of all the meetings and proceedings of the CCS, Cabinet Committee on Security. My dear friends, Cabinet Committee on Security concerns itself with all the matters related to defence, foreign affairs, intelligence, nuclear issues, space policy and major appointments related to national security. The current composition of Cabinet Committee on Security was formed on July 4, 2024. Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi reconstituted various cabinet committees including those on economic affairs, political affairs and the country's highest decision-making body on security, that is Cabinet Committee on Security. My dear friends, current Cabinet Committee on Security comprises Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. My dear friends, the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, the Cabinet Secretary T.V. Somnathan, Defence Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh may also be invited to the CCS meeting, and it has happened today. The last meeting of the CCS was held on August 5, 2024. The Prime Minister's residence to brief him about the situation in Bangladesh after former Prime Minister of Bangladesh Sheikh Hasina fled the country and took refuge in India, as reported by ANI. The meeting was held at locally on Mark and was attended by all the notified CCS members along with other senior officials. And in fact, today's CCS meeting, the CCS meeting was held at 6 p.m. in response to the dreadful terrorist attack that happened in the Pahalgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. My dear friends, Cabinet Committee to restore security in Valley and across the nation has taken very important decision. 5 important decisions. The 5 important decisions are: the Indus Water Treaty of 1960 will be held in abeyance with immediate effect until Pakistan credibly, irrevocably abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. The integrated checkpost Atari will be closed with immediate effect. Those who have crossed over with valid endorsements may return through that route before May 1, 2025. The third important decision that the Cabinet Committee on Security has taken is Pakistani nationals will not be permitted to travel to India under the SARC visa exemption scheme. Any SVS visas issued in the past to Pakistan nationals are deemed cancelled and annulled. Any Pakistani national currently in India under SVS visa has 48 hours to leave India. The fourth important decision that they have taken is defence and military, naval and air advisors in the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi are declared persona non grata. They have a week to leave India. India will be withdrawing its own defence, navy, air advisors from the Indian High Commission in Islamabad. These posts in the respective high commissions are deemed annulled. 5 support staff of the service advisors will also be withdrawn from both high commissions. The fifth important decision that they have taken in the Cabinet Committee on Security is the overall strength of the High Commission will be brought down to 30 from the present 55 through further reductions to be effected from 1st May 2025. My dear friends, these are the 5 important decisions that the Cabinet Committee on Security has taken. Definitely, Honorable Prime Minister will have a counter-attack. I am very sure based on the decisions taken by the Cabinet Committee on Security, we can understand that there is a sanction against Pakistan by India. We all should pray that the terrorists should not be spared who killed innocent 26 people who went for the valley region, that is Kashmir for a tourist purpose. My dear friends, at this juncture, as we all are in sadness and we are with the grief and we are all we are all shook by this incident in India. The entire world is in support of India to have a counter-attack on the terrorist. The entire world is standing with India to attack the terrorist. I'm sure there will be a counter strategy. India will definitely attack at the right time to ensure that the security is established in Valley region, not just Valley region, and across India. Definitely this will show the entire world that India is stronger with respect to security, and all the global leaders are in support of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, considering the fact the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi is continuously in talks with global leaders. They show solidarity with India against terrorism. I'm sure Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi will definitely take steps to ensure that security is established in Valley region, and just not Valley region, but security aspects are taken care across the nation in the days to come. Let's all pray for the 26 people and their families at this moment, and I'm sure their family will handle it very strongly. I'm sure the Indian government will teach lesson to all those terrorists days to come and ensure justice to the victims of the family. We all stand with the victim. I'm sure their families will come strongly out of this grief in the days to come.